What's up, Soul City? Happy Sunday. I don't know about all of you, but I did not sleep that well last night. There's something about feeling a bit unprepared and having to talk in front of a whole bunch of people that kept me up a little later than usual last night. Anyways, for the majority of you who don't know me, my name is Jonathan Clem. I'm originally from Elgin, far northwest side suburb. I grew up attending church regularly with my great parents and awesome brother, Faith United Methodist Church to be exact. As a baby, maybe like most of you, I was baptized, and then I got confirmed at the age of 12. But looking back, I can openly admit that I was not truly aware of what that confirmation meant. I grew up into a young adult. I was constantly in trouble at school. My mother had more of what she called Jonathan moments than I'd like to admit. She even had the high school recording memorized. A child in grade 11 was missing in period 2. The older I got, the further away I strayed from my faith. I started drinking and smoking to numb my many insecurities and to avoid the negative emotions I often felt. It wasn't until I started attending Soul City back in 2018 that my life started to transform. Getting invited to Soul City changed my life. I'll never forget the person who invited me. Shout out to Brittany Whitehead. Thank you, sis. When I started coming to Soul City, you guys can clap. All right, Brittany.
That's right. That's right.
When I started coming to Soul City, I was a Sunday here and there type of guy, but I never felt like I was genuinely part of the church. Something was missing. In an attempt to find that something, I even signed up for a Soul City table. But if I'm being honest, being in church and all, I stopped going to that table group after about 2 sessions. I kept attending Soul City, but it was not until 3 years ago when I got invited to Alpha that I found that missing something. Just like getting invited to Soul City, I'll never forget who invited me to Alpha. What up, Brandon Gates? Some people have a natural faith, like my mom did, but I'm definitely not one of those people. I have 2 specific traits that hinder my natural faith. One, I question everything. As a young adolescent, I was that annoying little kid that always asked way too many questions. If my dad were here, he'd tell you my favorite question was, how do you know? And I didn't ask it only once. 2, I'm about as analytical as you can get. Even through all my troubles through high school and college, I made it through as an engineer, which molded my mind into an analytical machine, probably to a fault. So being that analytical question asker that I am, you better believe I wanted to figure out the Bible, my faith, and understand who Jesus was for myself. After that first night at Alpha, hearing that it was about asking questions around the Bible, faith, and Jesus, I knew Alpha was the right spot for me. Attending Alpha was a pivot point in my life. Because at Alpha, I'm currently 7/8 through the 1-year Bible, but don't judge me because it took me 2 years. I've finished 2 excellent books to better understand Jesus, The Case for Christ and Cold Case for Christianity, and my faith is stronger than it's ever been. Maybe most importantly, I'm sober. I have one specific best friend I invited to Soul City and Alpha more than anyone else. It took a while, but he's now attending Soul City regularly. He was here last service. Although he hasn't attended Alpha yet, I believe this is going to be his year. And like every other Alpha session, my friend will get a simple text from me that says, interested in checking Alpha out? It's that easy. I want all of you to take 5 seconds to think about someone in your life who might be missing that something that I was. And I challenge you, right now, today, to not only think about it, but to make a commitment to step outside of your comfort zone and become an inviter so that you can change someone's life like Brittany and Brandon did for me.
Thanks so much, Jonathan.